sounds from further, or like hand visuals from further away. But I don't think it's weird because I also really like, for some reason, when visuals, like I love them up close, up close, up close, up close, like with like the whole body close. But I love when they're up close, but the person's far away. So yeah, this kind of allows for that. Hopefully the hammock swinging doesn't bother you. So yeah, let's get that out of the way. If you watch my videos, recently you've seen my hammock in the background of where I film. This is coming out way later than when I am initially filming it. But right now, like in this moment for me, this is the first time I filmed a video on the hammock. I don't know if it'll be the first video posted where I'm on the hammock, but this is my first time filming one on the hammock, and so I'm kind of having a lot of fun. I hope you don't mind the rambles, but rambling will be in the title. So, hopefully the problem is fixed by the time this is posted, but the reason I'm using the P-Pine is because my Blue Yeti is not working. I'm crashing out a little bit about it. But yeah, it's okay. Really quickly, I don't know if any more hammock videos will be posted by the time this one is posted, but in this one I will talk about the stuff behind me. First of all, the Dakota ASMR sign. My dad got that for me for Christmas one year. I don't think it was a birthday, I think it was Christmas. Yeah, it's just a sign that says Dakota ASMR. It's not in any of my videos recently, because the part of the wall that it's on, you just can't see it from where I film, which sucks, but it is in here. And I love it. Shout out, Dad. I love my sign. Thank you for it. That is a bubble. I never played club penguin, but my best friend did, and we were painting one time, and we painted a bubble. It was a very long process of me being a perfectionist and her not being a perfectionist, and me fixing her, and good memories. I actually don't remember why we did a bubble, but we did. And we were gonna do it skateboarding, but we didn't feel like drawing a skateboard by the time we got to that part, so we wrote the word skateboard underneath it in place of a skateboard. That is a picture in my old room at my dad's house, when I still lived with my parents. I was allowed-ish to paint on my walls because it was like, we're gonna cover it anyways. Also, fun fact, the coolest thing about me is I had a fucking Minecraft door. Like my bedroom door, it was like a normal white door with a door handle. I took the time, and with my sister's help, both of my sisters' help, even though one of them in particular kept bothering me because she was not doing it as perfectly as I would have liked her to. Anyways, I printed out a picture of a Minecraft, or not printed out, I pulled up a picture, and I found the color codes for them, for like a lot of the different pixels, like on the door, and I wasn't able to get it exactly because I wasn't gonna get like pay to get the exact color made, but I took like 5 of the main colors in them, and I bought paint from the store, and I tried to match the color codes as perfectly as I could, and then we didn't make enough paint, and so then we had to redo colors. And my sister was the one that did it for me, with me there. And by that point, we were fed up, and we didn't try as hard the second time around. And so the colors weren't as perfect as they would have been the first time if we had made enough paint. But ultimately, they were still pretty close. And so I had a Minecraft bedroom door, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever. It was. I stand on that. That was so cool. I don't have the door anymore, but it is my little brother's door now, I believe. So, anyways, we were allowed to paint on our walls. I actually had a bunch of boobs drawn on my wall back in the day. Different like shapes and stuff. I thought I was so fucking cool for that. I saw somebody else on TikTok had it, and I thought it was so cool. And I was not my own person. But I had those above my bed, and they were there for like 6 months. And my dad was in a really, really bad mood one day, and he came in my room, and he was like, "What the fuck is that on your wall?" And I was like, "Dad, like those." He was in a really bad mood. He was really mad about a lot of things. We were grounded that summer, for some. My sister had just gotten broken up with, and my other sister went to go get her ice cream from the freezer, from the garage freezer, and she left it open overnight, which we have done before, but I'm sorry, this is not a Mouthsounds video anymore. We left the freezer door open. Or she did, not me. She left it open. And my dad found out the next morning. He was so fucking pissed. He was so mad about a lot of different things. Oh my god. He was mad about a lot of different things. But he came in my room and he was so fucking mad about the boobs on my wall. Am I allowed to say that? Anyways, he was so mad. And he told me I had to paint over it. And then they were up for like another 6 months to a year. I don't know what all that was about. And he wasn't mad about it. Well, I don't know if he might have still been bothered by it, but I think he was just really mad in the moment. But he wasn't bad enough to make me cover him within the next 6 months to a year. And it's not like I could have done anything about it. Like, he didn't go bring me the paint. I didn't know where the paint was. Our garage was a mess. Like, it was up to him to go get me the paint to cover it. And then it took a really long time for me to cover it. Anyways, I was allowed to paint on my walls, and that was one of the paintings on my walls. And my stepmom, she was actually super thoughtful of this. I would have never thought to do this. She actually took pictures of a couple of my paintings and like printed them out. And so I like just bought like a little frame for it. And so now I have like my old painting on my wall. There was actually another one that she did it for me. Shout out Rachel. I doubt you're watching this, but if you are for any reason, she did the same exact thing with a turtle one. I don't have the turtle up because there are some crazy memories that have to do with the turtle. That I'm not gonna get into. I'm trying to think of a way to tell that story without it just like airing out some people's business, even though there would be no names involved. And it just, I shouldn't tell that story. Anyways, the turtle's not up. Sorry, Rachel, if you're watching this. But this one is, because there are no negative memories attached to that one. So yeah, that was very thoughtful. Thank you. The turtle one actually might be under my bed in a bin. Maybe, for the memes, you know. Batman. Me and my boyfriend found that at Goodwill, and my boyfriend is like #1 Batman fan in the world. That's a puzzle that his mom built him, put together for him. And then there's a bunch of other stuff on my wall. My degree's up there, my YouTube play button, a poster, a few other things, but I've talked about most of the other stuff because it's visible in my other videos, except there's another Batman puzzle up there that his mom built him also. And then there's multiple shelves on this wall, and then a few more shelves on that wall, which this is like our memories room. This is like our miscellaneous. This is where I film. This is also where Austin plays video games when he does, which isn't very often. I've got like my fun colored lights. We've got the hammock in here. We've got a small TV in here. The cats hang out in here. Everything else in the apartment like looks nice. No neon like LED lights. That's like where everything can look cute. This is where like it looks cute in here. Like I love it in here. Like this room, I love this room, but it's definitely the more random, not as like, it's a different aesthetic in here. And so yeah, that's why like there's like the miscellaneous wall. Come up here. Come on. Come on, Lexi. My cats will get up here with us. She's always hesitant at first. Anyways, should I tell a really sad story? Not sad. It just made me think about it. My rabbit, he passed away. This was his room. Which is why I never filmed in here. I talk about this a lot because it's just recent. I miss him very much. His name's Clover. Do you see the 4-leaf clover? That's for him. I loved him so much. I still love him so much. But I remember on his last full day, I laid on this hammock with him for hours, and then I had to leave and do some stuff, came back and laid on the hammock with him for more hours. And my rabbit, he was only free-roamed in this room. Every once in a while we would let him run around in the living room and stuff. But he wasn't trained when we got him. We tried to train him a little bit more, but my mom really wouldn't. When I still lived with my mom, like I wasn't allowed to free roam him, so by the time he was able to be like kind of free roamed, he was not trained well enough to be free roamed, which I hate. But he was allowed in this room. Everything was bunny proofed, and so he was never like laid on the couch with us. He like, I don't know, he wasn't super well trained, which sucked, but he wasn't super mobile on his last full day. We did not know his last full day was going to be his last full day. The night before, it was like, ooh, he's not doing great, and then it was his last full day, and I was like, ooh, I might, like, wait, today might need to be his last day, because he was doing pretty bad. His decline was very fast. And then I couldn't put him down that day because my boyfriend wouldn't be able to be off of work in time, and I didn't want to take him without my boyfriend there because my boyfriend loved him too. And so that night, like, you know, we spent a lot of time with him. We actually slept with him, and then the next morning we put him down. Sorry, not to be like super sad, but the weird like silver lining of him not being able to move very much was that I was able to put him on a bed and I was able to lay on the hammock with him and just pet him, because he didn't really try to move much. So I spent a lot of hours on this hammock with him. And then my cat, not the one that was just trying to get up, but my other cat, she spent a lot of time. I mean, my rabbit and my cats have never really like laid together, but my cat and my rabbit just like laid on the hammock with me for hours, and it's like such a nice memory to have, because throughout the rest of his life, with him not being super well trained and not wanting to sit still and like lay with us, we were never able to do that before, so it was really nice having like that memory of him and my cat and me laying on the hammock together while I just got to like love on him all day. much on this channel since we had to put him down. Wow, we went from talking about boo paintings on the walls to my rabbit. This is like a therapy session. Oh my god. I promise, like, unless you have a reason to be sad, don't be sad. He lived a very long life for a rabbit. Not like the longest it could have been, but like he had a pretty long life. He had a good life. And I loved him very much, so what else is there to talk about? Hold on, let me think. I went to think about it, and I'm crying on the internet again. I went to think about it, and when I try to like when I'm in audible whispering or something, I always look around the room to see if there's anything that like sparks like I want to talk about that, like giving me a little light bulb. I was looking around, and his basket of toys are on the floor over there. That was sad. That was hard. I was holding it together until then. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, but this is such like a sad way to end this video. But I think I have nothing else to talk about. So, I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable with you. If you've made it this far, if you didn't click off being like, oh, why is this girl like fucking talking about her dead rabbit and crying? So